currently everybody is kind of meeting the they're kind of adding AI on top of existing tools,
I
right?
call it slap on top.
Slapping AI on top of existing tools, but they're not necessarily thinking about how the essence of work is going to change in the future. And it might not look like we might not be using those tools anymore. Those tools are, they've been created 20, 25 years ago, like the market leaders, a lot of the tools, Microsoft Excel, for example. And slapping AI on top of that is not necessarily fundamentally changing the way that we work. And AI has the potential to do that. We are already seeing and thinking about the automation that is about to come.
And I'll immediately give an example with this. So Microsoft Excel is the pre-AI tool, and then the post-AI tool is, in chat-gpt you can just drop an Excel file, and then
Or a picture of data.
yeah,
A
you can
screenshot.
you can put a screenshot of this is ridiculous, but it's true. A screenshot of data, and then you tell it analyze it, create graphs, do these things, and it's doing them because this is what AI is capable of. And this is not gonna happen with a copilot that I put in Excel. Okay, Excel can catch up with this, and you can even do it in Excel, like analyze my data with AI. But the core approach towards, one approach is, here is a file, give me the information. And the other approach is, I open Excel, I open the file, I load the data, I prepare the data, and then I click the button. And the future will be much more goal oriented. It is not gonna be about how do I achieve this goal with the Excel formulas and stuff. It will be about what really do I want to achieve, what is important to be achieved. And we've spoken with you about this. Actually, we meet regularly and we discuss the future,
The possible futures.
the possible futures. Yeah. And we have several. So
you can talk about the one that you really like that I don't necessarily that scares me a little bit, which is the one that we're going to be operating agents like inside of a game, right?
yeah. So I think it's very easy to grasp this one.
Can I just step back a little bit? You said that there are several different ways or modes of working. One of them is having a file, clicking the file, opening it, doing some analysis. The other one is just like taking the file, giving it to the AI and asking for the outcome. And another one, just as a segue to what you're about to say, would be you don't even have the file. The file has been somehow identified, created, put together in the background by an intelligent agent.
Exactly.
And work is getting done anyways. And now you can talk about your
yes,
game universe.
yeah. Say you want to, and this is what most of the AI startups are working on right now, on I need to gain some, sales intelligence. How much money did we make last quarter? All of this information is available somewhere in the company.
Yeah.
And then you have an agent which is finding the relevant information. You have an agent that could be, extracting this information. The activities are a bit different. Usually the agents themselves are a bit different. And then it reaches you. Another agent analyzes the data. Another one visualizes, or there is some bundling. And in a future like this, this is absolutely attainable already, by the way. So it's a question of servers, and the technology is there. Now, I think that 10 years from now, it is a highly probable future that I go to work, and the only people that work are these who manage a virtual workforce. And I drink my morning coffee, and I'm like, okay, what are our sales for the last quarter? Some army of agents is doing something. Then I ask, okay, post a LinkedIn post where I'm extremely satisfied with these sales results. And some other agent does the whole thing, posts on LinkedIn. And in this future, humans are needed, decision makers are needed. You cannot leave the agents to do whatever they want. But in this case, we mainly monitor whatever they're doing. We're setting the goals, and approving the final content. I can hardly imagine a future where I tell the agent post the post on LinkedIn and I never review it. So I wouldn't.
Assuming we still have LinkedIn, and this is how we, the future is a very big black box to me. Like,
Yeah, but so this is one option. Most of the workforce is humans just working with virtual AIs like a game. There are some games which very look very much like this future, and most of the games are really about um, agents. You're an agent in the arena of the
yeah.
game, and you're going into this world and you're doing something virtually. But anyways, so this is one possible future. Can you give me another possible future which you think is feasible?
So you started with the game future, but we can also and you're saying that the only people you see working are people who are managing the workforce of agents, of intelligent agents, teams of agents, um, however, I do believe that human interaction, human collaboration, seniority in how you're managing, how you're starting work will still be very present. So I would not necessarily. I would suggest a different way. I would suggest just a build up of what you're already suggesting, in the sense that I don't believe that a lot of the workforce, I believe that a lot of the work will be automated. I believe that we will have a new workforce trained on how to work with agents. Agents will be so many, so cheap probably to obtain. The workforce will change what it looks like. However, I still feel that I believe that that people will have work. There will be different levels of seniority, and you would still have to manage not only agents, but you would have to manage the junior agent managers, so to say. So that's
Yes.
there's an element of collaboration and human to human interaction still. And this is where I think maybe that's even closer to the current reality right now. That would be a step to getting towards fully autonomous agents who are doing, something, and you're controlling just yes and no, yes and no, yes and no. But a step towards that is still some collaboration happening between humans and with the AI at different various stages. Um,
I agree with you, and we're seeing this with the member roles. Most of our clients are like, I want different member roles. I want some people to be able to do some things, but other people to be able to do other things.
yeah.
And this is especially prominent in enterprise where the permissions matter very much. And they're like, okay, we're gonna feed the LLM with all of our data, but then this means that whoever uses the LLM has access to all your data, right? And they're you have to solve this problem as well. It's either about the permissions. It's either you feed all the data to the LLM and then it's giving the people different bits of the data, or you have different models for the different subsets of data. And this is also a possible future where data is how do you call it, federated, or I'm not really
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
But it's very interesting that it's unsure which one it will be. I agree with you, and I think the whole Team GPT team agrees that um, humans will be more involved in this, and I think one of our missions is to um, make them more involved, make it easier for them to be
Enable
involved,
them to be involved, right?
give them
Yeah,
the tools to be a part of this process.
yeah. And you have an idea that actually this was not scripted. This came around in the conversation very naturally. But your idea of the future of Team GPT, the way you've branded it, is a human to AI interface, right? Is this kind of what you have in mind when you speak about the human to AI?
Yeah, human to AI marketing term had to be used because when you say human to AI, and everybody's like, it's about the human AI bond, collaboration, whatever, partnership. But this does not have the human to human collaboration. And when we're talking about collaboration, human and AI, we're not collaborating really. Like, it's not a real collaboration between the human and the AI. Collaboration to me at this point happens between the human and the human, and the AI is a crucial part of this
Mm.
process, and it will be forever. From now on, forever, the AI is gonna be a part of everything. But mm, to distinguish between just a human and AI, we call it human to AI.
Yeah.
Many humans and many AI, by the way.
Mm.
So maybe human to AI to AI.
I was thinking maybe it's maybe it's human to human to AI, because it's bundles.
Mm.
It's likely that you will not really be human to AI. You will be AI enabled empowered human to AI enabled empowered human. That's just a direction in which now I've
And I'll
started.
make it more confusing. One friend of mine said, "You're thinking about this wrong. It's actually a triangle." And I'm like, what? This makes less sense even. Yeah, it's very, yeah.
Okay.
All of these things, they're very abstract. It's very hard to envision this future because it really depends on the technology, on the state of the technology. But then, OpenAI is pushing every frontier, and at the same time, this is not reaching all of the humans.
Yeah.
And there is this big gap between the state of the art tech and the uh, average person, right?
Yeah.
And someone has to bridge this gap. To me, this someone should be someone
Mm.
more similar to our profile, kind of someone who understands the state of the art tech, but at the same time is closer to the people, if you can say it in this way. Sounds very pretentious, but
It's somewhat non-technical, like it not that burdened by the cutting edge developments, not that into the cutting edge development,
yes.
and where the technology is going. So
From what I see, people in San Francisco, people who live in San Francisco, they're so into the tech bubble that they miss this link between everybody else,
mm,
literally, and San Francisco. And we need to bridge this gap. And I think it's gonna be someone who is not in San Francisco all
mm,
the time doing it. We're actually incorporated in the UK,
yeah,
and a lot of our team is based in Europe. And mm, when you're thinking about the future, it's gonna be about the people who participate in building this future.
yeah,
And um, I think we have a lot to give for our, if we can make our perspective a product.
yeah,
Yeah, we already have the product, but if we can make this vision into a product, I think we can influence the future outcomes of what would the future
mm,
look like.
yeah.